You know, sometimes, when I was a kid, when I was younger, I always wished I was taller, man. I always wished I was taller. I used to always get teased a lot. I used to always get made fun of. I used to always get discriminated against because I was short. You know what I'm saying? I was short. You know, um, I really wish I was taller. I still kind of feel that way this day to day, man. As I think about it, man, you guys know me. I do a lot of thinking, man. I do a lot of brainstorming. I do a lot of brainstorming on a lot of stuff in life. I really do, man. I do a lot of brainstorming. I do a lot of thinking. Um, and that is that. I wish I was taller. I really feel maybe if I was taller, I would have less problems on attracting women and stuff like that. I'll have less. I won't be getting. I won't be going through. I won't be going through as much rejection. You know what I'm saying? Like I am when you're short and stuff like that. I just wish I was taller. The reason why I'm making this video, and the reason why this really came up on my mind is that I was working, man. At my job, I was working. I had just came off of my lunch break. You know, from my job. I went and took my lunch break and stuff like that. As soon as I came back from my lunch break, I had um, I had walked back into my workplace. I had came and I had came yeah, like I said, I came back into the workplace, and I went and saw a old high school classmate of mine who I also had played football with. You know what I'm saying? And as I look at this guy, he has completely grew. You know what I'm saying? He has completely grown. I mean, this guy is tall now. This guy is completely tall now. And and the reason why I say that is because he was, back when I was in high school, because we went to high school together, we played football together, and all that stuff. Those are the guys that didn't know I did play football in high school. Um, we played football in high school together and stuff like that. He was the same height as me. He was real short in high school. I'm real shorter than what I was in high school. I'm real shorter than what I was in high school. Um, and he was the same height as me in high school. And 4 years later, 4 going on 5 years later, I see him again in my workplace. Like I said, I come back from my lunch break, and this boy just grew, completely grew. I mean, this guy has to be at least 6 feet 3. He's tall, man. He's real tall. I did play football with him in high school. He was the same height as me in high school, and 4 years later, this dude grew. This dude completely grew, and look at me. I'm still the same height. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much the same height, and it's really made me feel a little down, man. It's because I really wish I was taller. And here's another thing. Here's another thing, is that he said that he's dating now. He's dating some beautiful. He's dating a white girl, black guy dating a white girl. He said that she really loves him and stuff like that. He's talking about getting married, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what he told me, because he hasn't seen me in a long time, and he says, yeah, Kent, I'm dating this beautiful white girl. I'm gonna ask her to marry me and all that stuff. That's what he was saying. That's what he was telling me. And before he had even brought that up, he said, and I told him, man, you had gotten tall, man, you had gotten tall, man. And one of my coworkers said, "Y'all went to high school together?" I said, "Yeah, we went to high school together. I was the same height as Ken in high school. Now look at me now. I completely grew." You know what I'm saying? And by him saying that, it really kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. It really hurt my feelings a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because my coworker didn't know. My coworker didn't know, and he asked, my old high school classmate, "Oh, y'all went to high school together?" It's like, yeah. I used to be the same height as Kent and stuff like that. And now I grew. That's what he said. Now I grew. This guy has to be at least a foot taller than me. You know what I'm saying? Well, a whole inch taller than me. Excuse me. Well, yeah, a whole foot taller than me. Yeah, excuse me. I take that back. He's a whole foot taller than me. He's about 6'3", 6'4", real very tall, very tall. I had played football with him in high school, man. Of course he played offense, I played defense. He played offense, I played defense in high school. I'm like, man, it's like, man, I haven't seen you in years, Ken. I haven't seen you in, was it 4 or 5 years? And I told him, yeah, time does fly. Time does fly. But kind of really bothered me a little bit because I really wish I was taller, man. I would be more accepted. You know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't have any problems, attracting women if I was taller. I really think about that a lot. I really think about that. I really think about that a lot. You know, but it is what it is. And on top of that, he said that he's getting married now. He's getting married now. That really surprised me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Um, but another thing is that women don't like short men. Women do not like short men. I really feel 98% of women on this earth prefer men that are taller than them. You know what I'm saying? I had did a little research. I had did a little research on do women I googled, do women prefer tall men or short men? You know what I'm saying? And the results, after I googled that, how many women said they prefer tall men? Multiple. Pretty much all the women, what I'm saying, said that they prefer tall men over the short or over short men. I barely ever saw any women say that they would date they would date a short man. You know, I mean, there were a couple women, about two women said that they don't care if they would date a short man or a tall man. They don't care about the man's height. But all those other women said that they prefer a man that is taller than them. And some of them said they cannot look down on a man. You know what I'm saying? They cannot date a short man. Some of them say that the man has to either be the same height as them or be taller than them. The man can't be shorter than them. That's what most of the women have said. You know what I'm saying? And I said to myself, wow, I really wish I was taller, man. You know, people, when I was a kid growing up, people would tell me, my family would tell me, people would tell me, is that drink your milk, eat your vegetables, and you'll you'll be big and strong. You'll be big and strong if you eat healthy, eat your vegetables, and drink your milk. And I used to listen to people when they tell me that. I listened to them. I used to eat all the vegetables that you can think of. I like all vegetables. I used to always eat my vegetables when I was a kid. I used to always drink my milk. Oh, you drink your milk, you'll have strong bones and strong teeth. You know what I'm saying? Milk will make your bones grow. People would tell me that back in the day. When I was younger, when I was a kid, and I would listen to them, and I ate my vegetables. I ate healthy. I drank my milk. Get my protein. I never grew. I never grew. I was still short, and everybody else, you know, pretty much was eating their vegetables, drinking their milk, and stuff like that. And they just grew. They just grew. And I used to always get made fun of a lot because I was short. Pretty much, mostly when I was in elementary school, probably in the fifth grade. Yeah, the fifth grade, fifth and sixth grade, all the way up. Fifth and sixth grade, all the way up. I used to get made fun of a lot and get picked on a lot and get teased a lot for being short. You know, I can't believe, man. I can't believe that I had ran into an old football teammate, an old high school classmate who was the same height as me 4 or 5 years ago, and now I see him again. This guy just skyrocketed. He just skyrocketed, man. This guy is tall now, completely tall, at least 6'3" or 6'4", a whole foot taller than me. And now he's saying that he's gonna get married now. Well, obviously he doesn't have any problems attracting women. You know what I'm saying? He's saying that he's getting married now, and I'm struggling just to find one woman. You know, in general, it is what it is. I can't control how short I am. I can't control my height. This is how I was created. This is how I was made. I mean, there's nothing I could do about it but to deal with it. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. Most women prefer the taller guy over the shorter guy. To women, they think that looking up at a man is attractive. You know, most of those women online said that they can't look down on a man. They can't look down on a guy that they're dating. The guy has to be taller than them, either the same height or taller. They can't look down on a man. This guy grew a whole foot, and I'm still the same height. And I played football with him. He was the quarterback. I was the defensive back. I was a free safety. I played free safety and I played corner. And people would tell me, people have even told me and said I was too short to play football. I was too small to play football. Especially, I like to play defense, mostly defensive back. People said I was too short to play corner and safety. People said I was too small, I was too short. But on the other hand, he was a pretty good quarterback. You know, he was a pretty good football player. You know, got all the attention from women. A lot of people liked him. Everybody thought he was funny. All the girls liked him. But I was always the outcast. I was always outcasted. You know, of course, everybody loves offense. Nobody cares about defense. Everybody loves offense. Nobody cares about defense. Nobody. I wish I was taller, man. I ate my vegetables. I drank my milk, but obviously that didn't do no good. That didn't do no good. He gonna have the nerves to say, "Oh yeah, I was the same height as him in high school, and I grew." He did grow. He grew a whole lot. I mean, he's gotten real tall. Just by looking at him, I'm the same height. All the girls liked him. Not many girls liked me. And that bothers me. Ever since then, it just really been on my mind a lot about my height, me being short. It just really bothered me. And it's really tough being a short person living in this society. And you're black on top of that too, and you're short. Some of you guys really don't understand the struggle unless you're short yourself. If you're short yourself, you understand the struggle. But if you're not short, you don't understand. You don't know what's it like to be discriminated against, to be made fun of, to be laughed at, to 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 have people see you as the little guy, little man. People not taking you seriously because you're short. Some of you guys really don't know the struggle. Some of you guys really don't know the struggle when it comes to heightism. And also, I really feel when it comes to the dating scene, heightism has a lot to do with it because the vast majority of women, no matter what race or ethnicity they are, they all prefer a man that is taller than them. They won't give a short man the time of the day unless he has um unless he has looks, unless he has money, or he comes from a very wealthy family. You know what I'm saying? Unless he's muscular, or I don't know. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Even if I did get, even though if I was muscular, I mean, I was muscular back when I was playing football, but I still couldn't attract women. I still couldn't get women back then. I still couldn't get women, even though I was in shape, I was muscular. I I was playing football. Still couldn't get women. Still couldn't attract women because, of course, they will most of these women really want the bad boy. They want the thug, the pretty boy, and all that stuff. You know me, I'm not no thug. I'm not a bad person. I'm not no pretty boy. I'm just me. I'm just me. You know. Then there's really nothing else for me to say in this video, man. Just ever since he I came back from my lunch break, I ran to my old high school classmate, and I see how I seen how big he has grown. You know, and he want to say, yeah, I was the same height as him in high school. Gonna tell my coworkers that. Gonna tell my coworker that. It bothers me, man. It really bothers me. This guy is grown. I'm still the same. Maybe I was meant to be short. Even if I was tall, I really wish that me I was I could have been an athlete. I could have been a real good football player if I was taller, man. I would have been a real good football player. I probably would be playing in college, stuff like that. Probably would have got more playing time. If I was tall, I probably would have got more playing time in high school when I played football. I won't be getting bullied and teased as much. I thought I could have been a good football player if I was taller. I think about that all the time. I think about a lot of stuff. Sometimes I think about my life would be a whole lot easier. My life would be a whole lot easier if I was taller. You know, if I was taller. And I think I would have been a real good football player, man. I've been a real good defensive back if I was taller. Cause I did play football. I did play sports. That was football. That's my favorite sport is football. Football is my number one favorite sport. You see, I got all the I love football so much. You see, I have all all the football banners. I have all 32 football teams. You see, I got the Raiders, the Texans, the Titans, the Jaguars, the Dolphins, the Chiefs, the Steelers, the Browns, the Colts, the Broncos, the 49ers, the Eagles, the Bills, the Chargers, the Vikings, the Jets, the Seahawks, the Redskins, the Lions, the Packers, the Patriots, the Bengals, the Ravens, etc., etc. I have all 32 football teams hanging on my flag back there. That's how much I love football. I have other football stuff too in my bedroom, but I really don't feel like showing it all in this video. You guys know I have football. You know, I like to throw around, stuff like that. I loved football so much, I wanted to play it. But I really wasn't even all that good at it. I didn't get a whole lot of playing time, even though I tried to give it all I had on the football field when back when I was playing in high school, but I didn't get no playing time. It is what it is. I think about that all the time. I think about a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Things that I could have done better in the past. I just wish I was taller. Things would be easier for me if I was taller. I probably still would be playing ball right now if I was taller. Much taller. You know, I could have been a big defensive player if I was taller. Probably would be getting all kinds of women too. But no, I'm short. I stopped growing already. You know, now that I'm a grown man now, I stopped growing. I just wish I was taller. I get made fun of a lot still this day to day, and me trying to talk to women and stuff like that. I really feel that nobody's gonna admit it in front. Nobody's gonna say it in front of your face. Nobody's going to admit it. Is that they don't want to go out with you is because you're short. Women prefer tall men. They not gonna tell me the truth because they don't want to quote unquote hurt my feelings. You ain't gotta hide nothing from me. You could come clean and just go on and say it. But that's pretty much all I gotta say, man. If you're not a short person, you don't understand my struggle. You don't understand the struggle. You don't know what's it like to be discriminated against, to be rejected, to be made fun of, to be clowned at, to be looked down upon, to not be taken seriously by people. You don't know the struggle if you're not short. You don't know the struggle. But it's tough. It's real tough. All I can do is be who I am. That's all I can do is be who I am and be all I can be, man. That's all I can do. Just be all I can be. Pretty much everybody's taller than me. Everybody. Everybody. I have cousins, little cousins, that's almost taller than me. Little cousins, younger cousins, that is taller than me. I just wish I was taller. It made my life would be a lot easier. If I was taller, I'll still be playing sports. I'll still be playing football. If I was taller. If I was taller, I probably would have got a lot of playing time. But I was too small. I was on the team, but I was just too small. I'll get taken more seriously. I would be looking down upon if I was taller. I look at old pictures and I see how everybody else, like if I take a group picture, I see how everybody else is taller than I am. You know, I used to always take group pictures and stuff like that in the past, and I see they always put me in the front. They always put the shortest people in the front when you take a group picture. They always put me in the front. I really didn't like being in the front, to be honest. I didn't like it. But anyways, it's pretty much nothing else I could really nothing else I could really much say in this video. Is that I did all I can do. I just I just gotta keep on fighting this fight, man. Being a short person is tough for me. But that's all I gotta say, y'all. And I'm going to go to sleep and get some rest. This is Kent signing out. Thank you all for watching. Peace out.